Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 of my Skyrim Mod Tour. And I know it's been a while since I last did a video on this, but most of it was due to finals, because I think the last video I did was in November, and from that video until about the week before Christmas was all finals for my classes, and that's a little bit more important in my opinion. So, and the week before, the week of, and the week after Christmas was, well, Christmas and family stuff. And then this last week and a half has been getting my classes for the second semester all sorted out and make sure they're paid for and everything else. So, well, I've got my stuff all settled down, so I should be making more of these. I think I might stick to every other week, but maybe I'll do one every week. I don't know. I'm also thinking about maybe doing some recordings of actually making the mod. I don't know about that yet. But so, the first update is the ship. It's the second ship over there. So, it is implemented really well in my opinion. I like the spot it's in, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
You again. We have nothing else to discuss.
You might notice the audio quality on my mic is a lot better, and that's because I got a new microphone. I have an entire headset that I'm using, so it's just a $13 Logitech headset, so works really good, well, I think. The only thing I had to do was remove the 3 or 4 little pilings that were at the end here, and I didn't have to remove or edit any of the terrain that's under the ship, so I was really happy about that. So we'll head inside here. Oh, missed the door. And there it is. So So, yeah, I was at the beginning using a 2009, I think it is, MP3 player for a microphone, and it gave you really crappy audio. So, I had to edit it so much that it kind of sounded like I was talking into a tin can, but so this ship hasn't been changed any. You still have the blacksmith and everybody else, but the only thing about the way I'm doing it, and I want to figure out a smoother way to do it, is because it says open to the sea, and you're just traveling to basically a duplicated cell, and the problem with that is, well, it's not really a problem with it, but if you get into combat, like for example, if I attacked this guy and ran to the other, went through the door, they would all follow me, and that's an issue in my opinion. But I don't know how to do the travel by voice like you do from Windhelm to what is it, Solstheim. But that's coming eventually. Alright, we're here, and I just kind of threw the ship into this location. Just to kind of make it a little smoother for transitioning between Skyrim and here, so this is definitely not gonna stay here. So the major thing I was trying to work on is to kind of put stuff into the city. Like, you have these little buildings. None of them have interiors yet, but I did want to get them kind of placed. So, and I think I covered the blacksmith, but I may not have showed you what I did to the outside here. But yeah, actually I didn't. So I made a little blacksmith cell, I guess you'd call it. Not really a cell, but a little sheltered, well, sheltered hut, I guess you could call it. Sheltered cage? I don't know. Call it whatever you like, I guess, but I got this building. The interior's not done, but I decided to make this a player house, which is blank inside, really, so. And you can see along the outer shell of the wall that I have an upper battlement. Is that what it's called? Yeah, battlements up along this entire wall over here. So that was just started. So I have a little ways to go on this part. Well, I wanted to get at least this corner done so I didn't accidentally fill it. But yeah, now the guards can patrol the battlements on the wall. I don't know yet, but I might extend the, or not extend, but make the wall to where you don't walk under the battlements, so between here and here would be, or I'd take the wall from right here and copy it and have it placed over here, but I don't know about that. That's really iffy. So let's go up here. So, and one of the biggest part of the updates with this revolves entirely around this keep area. So let's use some, actually, better idea. We'll show you what I've done to the inside here. So so the main thing I've... The hell? Oh, come on. Alright. Well, that's not supposed to be there. So, the main thing I've done is... Well, what you can't see in here is nav meshing, and if you don't know what that is, it's... oh, dark. It's... what it is it allows the NPCs, all the characters in the game to move, basically. It lets them see where they're going. It's basically their eyes. Yeah. That should be a good way to explain it. So, we'll start from the top here. So, I have most everything on this top floor nav meshed, I think. Except for a few areas, like right in here, what I don't know what I'm going to do with at this moment. Why can't I? There we go. So, the biggest improvement would be all these bedrooms in here are furnished. So, they don't have anybody living in them yet, but they, hey Org. Yeah, so you can see how he's walking through here. And without navmesh, there's no way for him to walk through. So. And then, if we go to Orc's quarters, we have guards. So, he is the Dwarven King after all, so he kind of needs some protection. So, and basically, I've got things like some chairs and some benches and stuff like that all throughout this entire hallway up, or set of hallways, corridors, all up here in the top except for these two little side wings, which I don't know quite sure what I want to do with them yet. So let's see here. No. Ah, here it is. So, and I've also added lighting to most of the upstairs. Like, in here, it's no longer gets super dark when you walk through that door, because now there's things that give off light in here. There's light markers, so helps a lot with that blinding effect. So, like when you go through here, that little darkening and blinding effect doesn't happen in that side room. So. And I'll show you the. Actually, we're doing something. Gonna do something different for the downstairs. Let's go up. Nope, that's down. That's down. To go upstairs, we have to go back this way. Right. Let's see. No. Yes. So, the other major portion of this update would be some of the NPCs that are outside. Well, you'll see those here in a minute. Let's go to the very top. Yeah, very top sounds good. Alright, so we're here on the second level of the roof, and now we have guards.
I fear the night, because the werewolves and vampires don't.
Yeah, that's good for you. But we have guards that patrol these walls and other segments of the third, which is up there, and then this level, which is the second level. So I have to add a few more in here because they are kind of empty up here. So I'm gonna add maybe 2 more to this level. Have them patrol down here because I have enough, and all of them are patrolling the upper section of the wall. So, and there's another part to all this. Yes, yes. Anger them. Oh, you're gonna arrest me.
I guess you're smarter than me.
So, instead of having the, or actually I finished the crime faction for this mod. It will, now you get sent to jail and have at least the player's cell finished. I don't have the jail itself finished, but you know. Jail, yes. So, we're in here. This is your jail cell. You know, it's, I don't think I'm gonna add anything else to here except for a little container under the edge of the cot that's going to hold more lockpicks, because, you know, master lock, that's gonna be very hard to do with one pick, but that, or I might just lower the difficulty on the lock. So, let's see. There was a note here that says escape. I've rotted here for 3 years. I have found a way out of this prison. I have collected enough lockpicks that I should be able to pick the lock on the door of my cell. The storage room across the corridor has a sewer grate that I can use to escape the prison. So, the original plan for this was that you can't escape. But I decided, you know what? Instead of having it to where I can escape, let's just make it really hard. So, actually, do it this way, because I don't have many lockpicks. Let's see. Unlock. I have to avoid that guard who basically is my testing buddy. So, you can actually pick a lock and they won't be hostile unless they see you. So, I now have a sewer grate right here, that, and your prisoner belongings chest here. Now this level under here isn't complete at all. As you can see, I have stuff just kind of thrown into the middle of the room, but I figured it was time to have a update video after this long, so. Oh no. So, 1 second while I load up a save here. Alright, got that save loaded up, and we're just back here in the that door to the second level here, so I'll actually show you the downstairs without having to worry about a guard becoming upset at me. And drop down here. So, nope. Where the heck? Oh. One more level down. Not there. What's up, Inigo? Finally figured out how to get down here, did you? I don't have any of the... well, okay, I have a little, but not very much of the outside of the city nav meshed. So, he couldn't get through... He couldn't get from the ship where it's sitting outside to where it's at here. So he must have figured out some way to teleport here. So anyways, I did change up the prison area quite a lot. Now it's a circle. There's 5 cells on this side. Walk through, then your other 5 cells over here, your storage room here, and this will be closed off. I just had it open for ease of testing, but the actual opening will be here, and this will be a wall right here. And all I have to do that is just change out this piece here to an actual corner piece, like right there, and then it'll be all well and good. So, and I've decided to put a sewer system underneath this entire city, and rather every city that I'm gonna have in here. I think I'm gonna have maybe 2, maybe 3 bigger cities here. That I'm really not sure on.
To
yourself. I'm gonna have at least 2. I know that. So, and instead of just having a prison down here, I kind of wanted to have a what do you call it? An actual basement down here. So you have what normally comes into the guard block. Then over here, you just have normal basement with storage rooms and unused rooms, kind of like the basement to Dragon's Reach, kind of, except, well, bigger. And then of course you have the level right below us, which is right below us now, which would be the main vault or the treasure room. Alright, and now it's time for the biggest update that is for the mod. Let's see. Getting turned around in my own keep here. I'm heading the right way. Alright. So we need to go up 2 levels to get to the first level of the keep's rough here. So 3rd level is this way. So I'm gonna have to figure out some way to make this a little easier to navigate for people. Maybe like a well-lit bench or something outside that main hall that goes to the ring. So, things I'm noticing. So, alright. Now for final part of this video. Sorry. I'm going to show you the smithing area, which has been completely redone. So, instead of having a little circle of stuff around in here, now you have this big thing occupying the most, just about the entire side of the, what do you want to call it, the roof, the wing, I don't know. So, but when I did this, I decided, you know what, Skyrim has the Skyforge, the dwarves have their, what's it called, Ethereum Forge, and it's like, you know what, I kinda want my own special forge that produces its own special weapons. So I came up with the Dragon Forge. And this is a collection of different things, like the dragon is actually a load screen piece, and the platform is from the Soul Cairn. It's the Soul Cairn architecture. The forge is just the Whiterun forge with no special name. And the difference between the forge in like Whiterun and Solstheim and everywhere else is the wood. Like, Solstheim has this real dark wood. Whiterun has this real white, light colored wood. I decided that the light colored wood, I think, would go really well with it. So, that's what I did. And this dragon actually took me forever to get into place, simply because of how it's in the vanilla game, when it's not twisted and turned at weird angles, the body is actually vertical, because hang on here, 1 second. Hovering, there we go. That's what I was looking for. It's the dragons when they're hovering, their bodies are straight up and their tails are, yeah. So I actually had to twist it and everything, and play with the rotation of the different axes, I don't know. And I finally got it to where it sits with his head bowed over the forge, pouring fire from his mouth into the forge. And he's also standing on the smithing equipment, which I really like that effect. So, let's show you the new weapons, except I have to get rid of you. Yeah, you're not essential anymore. Sure thing. See ya! No. I did that because I have to take all her stuff. Let's see. Iron, chromium. Good enough. Bone meal. And some leather. So, and to make these weapons, you have to have the pinch of bone meal and a little bit more steel than the vanilla steel weapons. But then again, they're a lot better. Right now, the stats are just above the original steel weapons, but I want to have them either just above ebony weapons or just below ebony weapons. But let's see. Yeah, I have to figure out how to make these custom sections in the menu here. Right now they're down in MISC. What? Oh, right. Smithing skill. Yeah, that's a thing I forgot about. So this is actually a different character. Oh, not... Alright. Different characters, kinda... Not... okay. He's the same character, except he's at the beginning level. Oh, hey, look. Guard, he fell. Interesting. See, he has the halberd, the short sword, the crossbow. I think I might have the steel weapons as... or, not steel weapons, but steel plate armor as the dragon steel armor. I am not sure yet. I might do a custom one, but... well, good to know I could find where the guard is at, because, you know, didn't see him up there. So, alright. Toggle. What? Actually, I don't need to go up there, do I? Wrong key. Alright. Dragon Steel Halberd. So, this is one... I have 2 custom models right now for these steel weapons. This is a halberd model, and then the short sword, which is between a dagger and a sword. You know, it's supposed to be kind of like a secondary weapon for the guards. Every guard has a short sword, and then depending on what class they are, whether two-handed like that guy was, or one-handed, or archers, which are up on the very top, it all depends on their main weapon, which would be either the crossbow, the halberd, or the regular sword. But I think everybody has a crossbow, but the archers have a boatload of ammo for it. So they can just sit there up on the keep and just slowly shoot you, while it's actually hard to return fire at this angle for you. Well, it's rather easy for them. So, I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah. So, I'm really happy with how this Dragon Forge turned out. I really am. So, thank you guys for watching, and if you have any suggestions for this mod, please let me know down in the comments. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video.